because I'm going to tell y'all a story that's really true from my childhood when I was like 13 or 14 years old.
So there's one that's like about freaks and geeks. And
Yep, I've seen that. And it has some real ones on
That
there.
little lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him a hand.
Let's go.
World record holder for which game was that?
I think I found Mike Tyson.
All right, welcome to another episode of Bridging the Gap with Bill, Shy, Scooby, and Mac. And today we are going to discuss world records throughout the entire planet. We're going to see who did the best this and the quirkiest that and whatever have you. But before that,
I'm going to stop you there because before that,
Ah.
we have a message from our sponsor, Cherry Blossom Design Pillows, who has made, Blossom, that's what I said, who has made us our logo and our very own pillow.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Cherry Blossom Designs. Oh, my God. Mwah, this is beautiful.
Go into the description and click on their the Etsy page.
Wow.
And use code Bridge the Gap for any order.
Oh, and it has a pouch.
pocket,
It's a
yep.
pocket.
And this is either a perfect Christmas gift, depending on when this comes out.
This is coming out Wednesday, so.
This is a perfect Christmas gift, you know what I'm saying? And if you're watching this after Christmas and you know you didn't give your family a gift, bow, bow, bow.
Do-do-do-do-do. Yes, fantastic. Yes.
And when we were coming up with the logo, which, like I said, this is now our logo, you know, I tried to make sure we went from craziness to real, like, fancy with the gap. And
I
it's,
like.
you know, red to blue. You know, there's a lot of symbolism in it, which maybe at the end of the episode when I do my little, like, outro thing, I'll kind of explain a little bit more.
Yeah, that's all right.
And if, you know, you wanted to get your own design, you know, if you have a social media out there that you're trying to promote, you can get that put onto the pillow with any, you know, characteristic, quality logo that you want to put on it. And while you're at it, if you're on social media, make sure you get tuned in and tapped into ours. I'm at Scooby the Kid 252, at Chef Mac 1523, at Oso Shy 11, at Bill_Perry, and at Bridge the Gap 77. Get tuned in and tapped in. And also go get a flash drive.
Oh, well, I was going to get into all that when we got into the wellness.
Yeah,
my
how are
bad.
we all
No,
doing?
you good. Shy, starting with Shy, as
Oh,
always.
I'm doing great, looking into the future now, so hopefully everything is turning out good.
All right.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like, well, maybe you're not trying to say something else, but I thought there was something else to say with you right now. But maybe I'm thinking of something else. Maybe it's something you've already mentioned, your modeling stuff, but
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
you've already mentioned it.
Posters.
Yeah, posters. Yeah, you want to keep saying that. She's got posters available. She's so shy, so shy. She's got posters available. I guess her brother with the big mouth here, I'll mention it for her.
And they super fire, right? I think the website is ososhy.com.
Yeah.
In the description.
In the description.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
There it is, yeah. And speaking of which, and while we're sitting here plugging away, I'm doing well, but first off and everything, I'm feeling well, and this is because my DVD sold out. My movie sold out. They found me vengeance. I thank everyone who has purchased DVD, but this go round, I'm ordering flash drives for the new and modern digital age. I wanted to modernize and be able to present it this way, and it's going to come in a little cute pouch and all this kind of stuff. And that will be available between somewhere around New Year's and the early part of January, so the latter end. But so I'm feeling good about that, and yeah, man, just really elated that everyone really likes the damn movie. Yeah.
And, you know, like, you know, you've seen the episode, you know what I'm saying? We all in the movie. I think, I don't remember exactly what episode number it is, but, you know, we was all in
Oh,
character.
a character, right?
You know, go
That was a
check that
great
one out.
episode. That was funny as hell.
Oh, God. I've been doing well.
Babyface Scooby, by the way, just in case
I
y'all
done
can't see.
shaved, you know. It was like one of those accidents.
And haircut, like, shaved
Yeah.
and a haircut.
But, you know, I might be growing it out, maybe. But I'm doing well. The house is clean. The laundry is done for the first time in a long time. Getting caught up on everything. Making great music. And, yeah,
Dude,
I'm excited.
I kind of with Hunter. I almost want to ask if you got homework tonight, man.
I wish I did,
You look
but-
so young, man. I'm like, man, this man got homework somewhere. I know he do.
Because it's like, you know, the Don is coming, but the kid is here right now.
Oh, see, that's going to make sense later on, y'all. This man's got like a whole trilogy coming.
Always keep going.
I'm doing good as well. Been an interesting couple of days. I got a new desk, but it was hell setting it up. But I'm excited about that. It's like one of them little things that like just
And I'm peeping game up here with the
Oh,
Chef
yeah,
Mac
Chef
hat. You know what I'm saying?
Chef
Hey.
Mac. The channel is working on getting my new video game playthrough and my cooking on a budget. It's all getting ready. Starting to work on my own merch too.
I was just gonna say, because I'm listening to all of us here. It's like we all got merch, man. Like we all done went off and did our own little thing, and then we come together. We're like the super group over here, man. That's beautiful.
And I also got to say, Hunter texted me last night. He was like, "This is my desk, and this is my other side of the room. Still got to clean up."
I just saw that video.
Yeah.
And, I just thought about it, Hunter. When you sent that thing about the pillow, when I first saw it, I thought that was a video thing.
Oh, shit.
I didn't know that was the really sewing moment. I don't know. My eyes, I don't know what I was thinking.
Flashback to the fashion episode, you know what I'm saying? Like, our grandmothers, even our dad has always had, like, we've been stitching, just like that, like, all that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's always been, like, prevalent, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to see those types of things and, like, your family doing things that they love to do.
This is awesome. Yeah, that just has a permanent resonance, man. Indeed.
There's the gap. So,
it's time to get into them records. And, this is one of my favorite topics as a kid. When I was growing up, it was something that was, very prominent in pop culture. I mean, it still is. We always discuss records and the wackiness out. But, at the time, it wasn't always something seen, like in primetime television. And, Shai, do you remember the show That's Incredible? Mm-hmm. And it would, like, showcase everyone doing the craziest things, things that you guys are familiar with now, who could do the Rubik's Cube the fastest and this, that, and so on and so forth, the tallest, and who could stuff themselves with the most, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And, but the Guinness Book of World Records was the official, everyone in the world recognized you as the one that holds that record. And a lot of stuff is to do with physical anomaly. And then, of course, there's, invention, athleticism, smarts, so on and so on and so on. There's a lot of different categories, especially now.
So as I got hip to, like, the Guinness Book of World Records, it's like, did y'all have book fairs when y'all was coming up?
Yeah, we had book fairs, yes.
So, like, when we would go to the book fairs, you would get your little bit of money from your parents and whatnot. You could, get the posters. You could get the little books. But the kid that was, like, the man in class when we came back was the guy that got the Guinness Book of World Records book, Mm-hmm. And that was my first experience with that. I never bought one myself, but I always remember looking through them in class like, oh, my gosh. Like,
they were always out there. It was always a curiosity, The very first thing, the two things that stood out to me, the first two records I saw that made me go like, wow. And to this day, at least one of them still stand. The world's tallest man, Robert Waldo, he was like 8 feet tall or something, 8 feet something, I believe,
That's
actually.
crazy.
And that record to this very day still holds. He's still the world's tallest man that ever lived, recorded. And for a while, the world's heaviest man, he was so big that they buried him in a coffin that was like the size of a piano case or something.
Shit.
He was really wide, like 1,200 pounds or something. But I think his record has been beaten.
The one that stands out to me the most is the lady that had the world's longest fingernail.
Oh, yeah. That record has been beaten recently.
Really?
Yeah, there's a woman now that beat that record because I saw her, and it was just like, I think about the stupidest things like bathroom stuff and all that. And like, it's like you can't detect, it's not fake, so what do you do? But anyway.
Yo, it's the right. I never really thought about that when I was a kid. Like, damn, how do you like wipe your ass? Like, oh shit.
And eating, like when you get what the shit? Like, I don't know. But they figure out something.
Facts, they do. It's like it reminds me of them the old players, with the long pinky nails. Probably for different reasons, but
definitely for different reasons.
They might have some world records that not in the record book. You know what I mean?
And then there's the sports ones. The fastest people and stuff, and the strongest. Usually when it comes to the fastest, it's always in the Olympics.
True.
That holds, currently it's Usain Bolt. When I was coming up, it was Carl Lewis for some time, and then Michael Johnson came along, and now Usain Bolt is from another planet because that dude is ungodly fast.
Look at you and talk while you're running.
He beats people like Justin Gatlin.
I don't know who that is.
Well, I'm a track guy. People that are track people out there understand when it's like, you don't just beat Justin Gatlin.
Gotcha.
He's the only one that kind of hangs with him. Ofasa Powell, someone that's also from Jamaica like him. People that are just incredibly fast. And Usain beats them. He beats them like they just started.
Nothing. Yeah.
Tyson Gay. People that just bullets. But he running backwards looking back. I'm not tired. I'm not even tired, y'all. I'm not even tired. Like, jeez, where are you from, Usain? Like, oh my God.
And speaking of runners, I don't know if this guy has a world record, but he fucking should. His name's David Goggins.
David Goggins, okay.
Right, so these people run like 150 miles up mountains and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe you can look it up. What's the longest time someone's run? But like when they get done, their feet are fucked up. This guy was a Navy SEAL, but he also like, you know, his story is like he was, his words, fat piece of shit that loves milkshakes, you know? And then he turned into this guy who became a Navy SEAL and runs these, like, incredible feats, you know? And, like, that's something with the world record. It's like, you have to put forth a tremendous amount of effort. If you're the guy that's like, yo, I did the most flip cups. Like, how many cups you done flipped on the table?
It's discipline, too, because you got things like, you know, who can stand still the longest, who can stay awake the longest, where it's just about just sheer discipline.
Facts.
And people think they can do those things just in speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you know, maybe I'll try this. And then you look at the records, it's like, oh, wait, the world record for standing still is, you know, whatever the ungodly amount is. Like, oh, okay, I ain't going to be able to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just stand there, like, completely still.
We can look that one up next.
You can look, still, all these could be looked up probably fairly quickly.
What was I think I seen the mile.
No, that was something else.
Oh, well, like you said, discipline, and it's like, you know, two levels of discipline. I think we were kind of talking about the same thing. It's like the discipline to actually achieve the goal and the discipline to work to achieve the goal. Like the person, like Michael Jordan, for example, he won because he practiced more than everybody else. Like that was discipline, you know, and that's why like he might not have a Guinness Book of World Records, but he was one of the greatest players of all time. You know, because of his discipline.
Well, you know, again, I mean, you know, it depends on the record, man.
True.
You know, it's discipline overall with any record, as it were, because, you know, it for it to be a record, that means that it is a challenge to do, first off. So, and so in itself, you know, it's kind of implied that, you know, it's going to take discipline. And it again, obscure stuff. You know, y'all know that, what was that? I don't know, was it a man or a woman? Maybe an Asian man or a woman, real small cat that could take in the most hot dogs.
Yeah, I remember that when I was a kid, when it was,
you know,
all the big guys.
And all these people that looked like the ones that would win, like, oh, yeah, that guy's like 300 pounds. He's definitely going to win.
Yeah.
And this little 105 pound.
Dipping it in the water.
Yeah, and had this whole little technique, and it was just crazy. And had the record for a while.
Oh, wow, I think he still does, huh?
Probably does.
The guy he was talking about, Carnazes.
This is a guy I've never heard of. I was just the guy I was speaking about runs a lot of miles, and I was just
this
curious.
Guy ran 350 miles in 80 hours and 44 minutes without sleep in 2005.
That's a fucking ridiculous amount of miles, yo. Like
without sleep.
Yo, some of y'all probably never even drove that many miles. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
like,
you got to really put that in perspective, man. It's what, 150 miles to Jackson or something, or maybe more.
And the time that you spend on I-20 from Birmingham to where is it? Augusta, Florence, South Carolina is 467 miles, and it takes like 6 hours to drive that.
Yeah.
You know, this is gonna sound kind of stupid, but like if I lived in a some area where that guy was running past. I would just cheer and be laughing because that would be like, it's like, whoa, you know, the Forrest Gump kind of thing. Yeah. Like, wow, what if you're somewhere midstream in his record when you see him come running past? It's like, go, man, go, you know, just like really would be cheering them on and stuff because it's like in real time. The only time I've been involved in a record, my sister was actually involved in a world record, y'all. Okay. Well, you know, it wasn't necessarily my sis, but she was there in real time with it. The record's been broken now, but the Flaming Lips did the most performances within 24 hours. The band, the Flaming Lips. And
in
everything.
Oxford, right?
Well, Oxford, the Lyric was one of the places, so this is how Shy and my pop got involved. They performed down in Clarksdale, which there's actually a video on my page of us talking to, come on, what's his name? Wayne, you know, the singer. Sorry, I'm botching him. Not a big Flaming Lips guy, but Wayne Cohen, I believe is his name. He's like the lead singer of the group. But he talks to, you know, all of us and everything. And I got a video clip on my YouTube page. But Shy and Pop were able to jump on the tour bus with them and ride along with them coming to Oxford to play the Lyric. You know, I'd driven down there, so I had to drive back. You know, if I didn't have my car, I could have probably jumped on there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they would have denied me because I was family and all. But at any rate, that was a world record. And when it was all done, I don't know how many more performances after Oxford, but when it was done, and guess whose record they had beaten? I think it was Jay-Z.
No shit.
I think Jay-Z had the record.
Jay-Z the man.
You know, Hoover had the record actually for a second, and then they broke his, but then their record it got broken not too long ago.
So I looked up. You talked about standing still.
Okay.
35 hours and 22 minutes.
God damn, with no sleep. I guess you could have slept. I guess.
Now you can't. So the criteria is continuous standing, motionless, like not moving. Sitting is not allowed. No facial movements are allowed other than blinking. Deep breathing is permitted, provided it does not involve observable movement greater than normal breathing. No rest breaks at any point.
So
You're just
Yo,
like,
no way.
like a mannequin.
but then under.
Shy, you remember in California, you used to see those people standing like mannequins a lot and stuff?
Oh, yeah, the mines.
The mimes and stuff like that.
Under that, it says that Martin Buchevsk set a world record for walking slowly in 2013 when he walked 2 meters, which is probably about the length of this table, in 27 hours.
Holy shit.
That dude's a sloth, man. What the hell
Yo,
is that?
God, like, no way. Like,
Take a step, chill.
It's making you wonder about the purpose of it.
right, like, why? Like, is it just for the record? Did you get a bag off of this? Like,
Maybe I'll take a step. Maybe. How long has it been? Okay, I'll step. Okay.
I want to bring up a world record that happened not too long ago in March. World's longest freestyle rap at 33 hours, 33 minutes.
Yeah, he killed that shit.
Yeah, we said something about that. You did.
Yeah,
and
that
posted up a few episodes back. You know, look this up right quick. Who held their breath the longest? Because I'm going to tell y'all a story that's really true from my childhood when I was like 13 or 14 years old. I forget this guy's name. He was a little bit older than us. Like I said, I was that age, and that guy was like 17. He was the older head in our group. We used to do this thing called pool hopping in California. Remember, Shy? We jumped in other people's pools and stuff like that. I don't know if you did it, because Shy was a lot younger, but the teenagers, we did
a
it.
couple times.
Yeah, it was a thing to do. It was called pool hopping. You run to other apartment complexes, jump in, you would leave out, but the manager came to kick you out because you didn't live there. But most of the time, they just let it roll. At any rate, we did this at night, this particular instance. Me and about 4 or 5 of us. And we were undisturbed, and this and that and the other were kicking it. And my buddy goes, hey, man, I could really hold my breath a long time, you guys, you know. Yeah, whatever, you know. He's like, no, like, really. Y'all count. He goes under. Mind you, like I say, he's like 17. Now, we were kids, so I will relinquish the fact that our count probably was not appropriate. Maybe we counted too fast, too slow, whatever. Bruh, we counted about 6 to 7 minutes worth.
Jesus Christ.
Because we counted a minute like 6 times or so over. Yeah. Guess what? We pulled him up. We got worried. We were like, man, hey. We pulled him up because we didn't see nothing coming up, so we didn't think he was drowning, but we were concerned. We were like, well, man, maybe we tripped, like, you know. We pulls him up. He got mad. Man, I still had more to go.
Yo.
So man, I think we were about to witness a world record with a kid. You know, I mean. Anyway, that's my story.
Yo, it's a crazy story, and just to relate off of that, like, I remember being a kid. And my father, you know, he was in the Marine Corps. He'd get us to stand on his back, and we would stand on it so long that we'd go down and be like, and he wouldn't come up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker goes back for a long goddamn time. Like,
we'd be at the beach, and like, at least for me, when I was a kid, you know, my grandma always warned us about the riptides. That was one of the big things. Like, every time we walked out of the house, watch out for the riptides.
And also, long live our family member that passed away from the riptides. Do watch out for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we talked about that.
Don't take them for granted. You know, me and him make fun of our grandma because it's like all the time.
We knew what the beach was.
Yeah.
Right.
But he would like big waves would come, and he just like get knocked back. And like he'd disappear for a little bit, and we just see his body float up, and he'd just sit there. Like I'd freak out a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
And that's.
I actually can hold my breath pretty long, but nothing world record breaking. But these little laws, man, I can hold my breath pretty good. I'm kind of impressed by myself.
You do have a record that I'm gonna speak about. I think after this.
Talking about here in town?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna talk about, but I'm gonna let you talk about it.
This guy, his name's Tom Ciatis. In 2012. He holds the record for longest one breath underwater, 22 minutes and 22 seconds.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm telling you, my friend would have knocked on the door of that. Because when we pulled him up, it was as if he had the energy that we just shoved him down.
Yeah.
He didn't come up, he came up, man, I had more.
I coulda went more.
Yeah, I could have went more, like completely not
double
out of
that,
breath,
yeah, like-
was mad at us. Man, why'd y'all pull me up? Oh, I wish I could remember his name. It wouldn't matter now. I mean, 'cause we were kids and it was in California, but
You can watch the podcast and be like,
oh man, because we were really like tripping after a while. Because okay, you know, the first minute we were really impressed by that. First off, 60 seconds is a long time under breath, y'all.
it's a lot.
And then we start counting. 1, 2. And now we're in the second minute. We get up to about a minute 30. We're just like, whoa. And we still wasn't even halfway.
Thanks.
Not that at the time we didn't realize we wasn't halfway. We counted over again. Give or take a couple of seconds. I remember there was a moment where we thought we lost count and then we stopped for a second. So you may even want to add a couple of seconds because of that. Because while we were discussing that, he was still underwater while them seconds were passing. So whatever little extra seconds you can
Say
add.
we'll give it like a fair at least 5 minutes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
maybe.
saying?
Because
Like,
we were
maybe
discussing
more,
this
but at
shit
least
and
5.
he's steadily just under the water.
That's a long
And then
time.
we finally picked our count back up and we still counted, you know, like I say, 5-6 minutes.
Facts, exactly.
But now, what he just said, he didn't do that. He wouldn't have did that. He was, I mean, maybe I'm underestimating him. He was a kid. It seems like you probably have to train yourself for that, you know?
From what I was reading, he used 2 methods of hyperventilating himself, which is what, whenever I try, like I'm going to hold my breath, that's what I do. I hyperventilate and then take one big breath and then go under.
Because you get more.
You flush all the carbon dioxide out of your blood and then take in one big gulp of oxygen. And I think what he did was hyperventilate, and then it's called lung packing, where you take pure oxygen and breathe in until you literally can't breathe in, and then he went under.
Because David Blaine, which he also.
You read my brain. I was just thinking his whole commentary about that when I was listening to him.
So, like, I don't know if y'all seen recently, he just fucking. Okay, like, he showed it all, right? He grabbed a bunch of balloons and went to fucking high. Like, I think 20,000 feet, and it dropped. And, like, he didn't have a parachute when he went up. He had to get the parachute from the balloons, put it on in midair. And, like, he also did the breathing shit. Like, I think that one of his first stunts was he buried himself under the ground.
I was just going to talk about
in New
that.
York, right?
Well, it was in ice rather or something, and
But
he's
before
done it.
that,
And
though,
he's
he
done
did
a
pop
couple of things where he's been submerged in
Yes.
some sort of way.
The ice was
But he was talking to Rick Rubin about of all people, right?
Right,
They're
that's
apparently
fucking
friends,
nuts.
but Rick Rubin has a podcast. I believe he was on Rick Rubin's podcast talking about it,
That's
split screen
dope.
style, and some of these things he was talking about, and he was just like how you have to mentally train yourself, the whole fear factor going in, but not underestimating what you never underestimate it. The fear never leaves you, but you learn to hone in on it and use that as precautionary.
He said when he was doing the ice, right? Like, at the end of it, like, because like slip deprivation, you'll start to hallucinate.
Yeah.
And he said like when they were chainsawing in the ice, he grabbed at the blade.
Oh.
He hallucinated so bad. He said like there's a moment in it, if you go watch him talk about it, he'll say the exact moment where like it's like you'll see his eyes go from like yo, I'm here to like I am no longer on this fucking earth anymore. Exactly like that type shit.
Yeah, man.
Before we kind of finish the episode, because I literally just not finish, get into like some more records. I just looked down at the date. I don't know if y'all have noticed what today's date is.
Oh
It
yeah,
is
yeah,
December
December
7th, 79 years since Pearl Harbor. I just kind of want to, I kind of want to just say real quick, me being the history, military kind of guy, I didn't want to say,
No, actually, that's a great thing to mention.
I forgot. I meant to mention it at the beginning.
That's a national day of recognition.
One of the greatest movies of all time, Pearl Harbor. I love that movie.
Well, but we're talking about the
real
real
thing.
events. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like
yo.
I said, the greatest movie of all time.
Yo, hey, but see, like, I'm keeping it, like, for all y'all, like, young cats out there that probably didn't do your research, that's probably what you, and it was
There's
that
the
real,
reference point.
But, all right, so we're,
How about this? Guess who holds this record, and maybe they still do. The most alcohol consumed, guess who holds the record?
Who?
Andre the Giant.
no shit.
The wrestler.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's beer or liquor or one or the other, but I mean, he was freaking Andre the Giant. The guy was like 7'4" or something, and godly amount of weight. apparently a gentle giant in real life. You know, people loved Andre the Giant.
Yeah,
I did too as a kid.
Check out Steve will do it. This
Yep.
man takes his like fifth half gallons of liquor to the fucking face, and it's like
He drank 119 bottles of beer in 6 hours.
It's my Andre.
no. Oh, Andre? Oh,
Yeah.
I think those people do it.
Find this out as a foodie and stuff. Who has eaten the world's hottest pepper? What is the hottest pepper that has ever been eaten?
That's the Carolina Reaper.
Ooh, and that's a bad.
Well, let's see.
motherfucker.
Let's see if that still holds. I have heard of that. I remember that about the carrot because doesn't it come like in a special pack that you can order? You can eat the one. You know.
If this shit gets
Oh
like
my
100
God.
likes,
What's
shit,
up?
I'll-
It's one hotter.
No, this guy ate 44 Carolina Reapers.
if this shit gets
Oh,
100
you know, went to
likes,
the bathroom.
Somebody
That's where
tried-
my head goes. Like I think about the bodily, like
100 likes, we'll buy the chip, right? So it's just this little chip. It's made with the Carolina Reaper, like pepper or whatever.
yeah.
Hottest chip, you know. So it's just one chip. You know, we could all split it 4 ways or
I
3
will
ways. Or
not know.
I'll
Because
do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like
the after, like my intestinal tract. I don't want it to be burning.
100 likes, I'll do it for sure. Cause I always wanted to try it. I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
what if they give you 200 likes and you have to eat 2 of them?
Ooh, I'll do it. For
Nah,
sure.
man, you
Well,
have to
no,
go to the
but
hospital.
but
Hell
but
no.
200, that's the cap. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know, there's a show out there, a podcast. I forget the name of it, but the guy, it's like all black. You know, and he's sitting at a simple table, and he sits across from major celebrities.
Hot ones.
Hot ones, that's what they're called.
They
And
eat
there's
wings.
like different, maybe sauces, rather.
Yes, they eat hot wings.
Yeah, they eat hot wings, but different sauces,
Sauces,
I guess, that they put on there, and it goes from the mildest to the hottest. But one of the most famous one I remember seeing was with Tyra Banks.
Oh, I remember seeing that
And
one.
they all go through all of them. But Tyra Banks, pretty, model and all this kind of stuff, and seeing her like handle it, but towards the end it was so funny. She started getting tears in her eyes and all this and stuff. She's but dude was commending her and stuff. And the thing is, you have to drink milk, not water.
wa- 'cause
You know
water
what I'm
opens up the
saying?
pores.
Yeah. So she started hitting the milk and everything. But I'm not giving it justice. Like, you have to see her and what she's going through, and her just her quips, and it's funny as hell.
One of my favorite.
But she handled it.
One of my favorite episodes of Hot Ones is Gordon Ramsay's, because
I would love to see Gordon Ramsay.
You expect him to have like a good, like, at least in my opinion, like with all the heat he dishes out, you expect him to be able to take some tolerance, and by like the 4th wing, this man's like drinking Pepto-Bismol straight out the bottle.
Yeah, I like seeing.
Hey, man, them spices don't lie. Goddammit. They will tell the truth on your ass.
I like seeing some of the like hard rappers. That's like, yeah, I'm just gangster shit, and they get on the Hot Wings shows.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
thought you was a man.
That
You
shit
ain't a
is
man.
Funny.
All right, so here's another one. Oh wow, it was a crazy one. World's shortest people, smallest people.
What is that considered? Is that like
Like, there's a woman that I think was like the size of this damn.
no way, G?
Well, maybe not. But seriously, maybe the size of this.
A doll.
Like, she looked like a doll. She was a
21
living
and a half
doll.
inches tall.
And how big is this thing? And
How old was she though?
She was a full-grown woman.
No fucking way. That's crazy.
Find a picture of her. Yeah, man.
So,
See,
for
you
real?
talk about the old Guinness Book, right?
Yeah.
They used to have a picture of her in that. Maybe she's Indian or something. Yeah.
So it's not
But she looks
that-
like a little doll, man.
This person is
That's
shorter.
not funny, yo. That's crazy. Like
No, I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
weird,
fucking
man. It's fucking weird.
So this person is shorter, and that's him with the world, at least currently. The world's
Oh, yeah, I've
tallest
seen
man.
him. I've seen him.
I
Awesome.
think this might be living shortest person though.
But now find that woman, and because there was actually a famous picture with her.
Yeah.
under 2 feet would just blow my fucking mind.
She was like with a family member that was like her underling, like a
This
like
person?
her niece or something. I think that's her. That's from India. I mean, you can see,
You're talking about the one from back.
way back though. Yeah, the black and white picture. But this woman is also Indian. She takes for that. But there's a black and white picture from I know
which one you're
like from the
talking about.
20s or 30s, and oh man, yeah. I mean, I actually kind of find it cute. But it's just like it's also tragic for the person because they'll never be taken serious.
According to this,
I just
Every time they walk in the room, she's sitting there trying to make a real point. But I'm serious. I'm serious.
According to this,
that would get annoying.
they
You're like a
found
grown
new shorter
person.
person, and it's this dude. He's the new. According to Guinness, he's the new shortest person. I can't find the old one.
How
though.
tall is he?
I
guy-
see if my old Guinness book has a picture of that woman.
This guy is 21
Put it in
inches.
feet. I need feet.
inches.
So it's not even a foot?
No.
No, it's
Wait, bro. So it's like
it's just under 2 feet.
that's like a little chihuahua. No.
No. He's just under 2 feet.
Oh, just the 2 feet. Okay. That's okay. That's like a big
But
pit
still,
bull. It's still.
put both of your feet together, and he's like,
No, that's not even to my knees.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
I mean, that's.
yo. If
And I got big feet. That's probably like more like small feet people.
I would love to see like never mind. A basketball league. Fuck it. That would be fucking
With
hilarious.
the small cats, well, they
But they have
got.
to have a small ball.
They have
though.
I know it's not apropos to say this, but it's the name of the league. The midget wrestling league.
Oh,
You're not supposed to use the word midget anymore, though.
We had a midget little person in our grade. Actually, she was cool as hell. She was a cheerleader.
Yeah, I've known a few in my life
there's
too.
a dude who grew up most of his life as a dwarf, and then ended his life at like 7 foot tall.
Oh shit.
Wow, that's an incredibly
like-
tripped out.
I wish I was a little bit tall.
I wish I was a baller.
Like,
If I had a girl, if I did, I would call her. Hey, no doubt.
Yeah.
His name was Adam Rayner, and he
Wait,
hold on.
Well, while he's trying to find this, I'm going to make a little quick mention. Give a shout out to my homie Shane Taylor, who is in contention with trying to say that he has made the longest hook shot in history. He shot a 74-shot hook shot that he tagged me on that you can also check out on YouTube and everything. And I believe he's trying to put himself in contention with the longest one. Maybe we can look up right now, real time, the longest hook shot ever made. There's been a lot of professional and amateur cats, doing some wild shots out there. So, I'm sure those kind of records are always in contention.
there's
So
a YouTuber.
Oh my God.
There's so many. I don't even know how to
World's
begin.
tiniest waist. What's the inch of shot? I can't, my eyes.
20,
go ahead.
oh no, they said 23 years. That's not the waist.
So from the time he was 21 to the time he was 31, this dude, his name's Adam Rayner. He went from 4'10" to 7'1".
That's incredible. Wow. That also has to be the biggest spurt in history,
Well,
too.
he had a disease.
Yeah, what's that?
There
It
was
starts with a
something
P, right? Is it pituitary? I don't know. There's some
Uh-huh.
sort of word, because I remember I used to see that word associated with, actually, I think with Robert Waldo is known as giganticism or whatever the word is.
The longest hook shot is 72 feet, 6.2.
Okay, see, like I said, I have a video. The guy made a 74-footer, but see, there was no one there that was from the official record place to say this, that, and the other. So it's in, that's why I say it's in contention. And so he would have to make this shot again for the records, as it were. But I have a video that you can see him making the shot. It's hard to assess if it's 74 feet. You have to judge the size of a basketball court and consider where he's standing, and then go from there, kind of thing.
There's a guy named Josh Horton that's on YouTube. I highly suggest checking out. He does a whole bunch of trick shot shits, and he be having like world record guys come. You know what I'm saying? So they will come. You know what I'm saying? If he hits that, it'll be in the world record. Like the dude Josh Horton, he's got like a whole fucking wall. It's like 20 of them bitches. It's like he's a juggler. This motherfucker would like take the Bud Light can and the Jack Daniels in the pillow and juggle it, and I spin under the Bud Light and drink it. Like nasty with the juggling shit. Like
I've never been able to juggle.
yo.
Somebody else, I believe they have the world record for tallest basketball shot, like from the highest. I guess
Dude, perfect,
highest.
probably.
No, they're called How Ridiculous.
I'm sorry, I had to make this just a little funny
What's
because
up?
I know you guys are talking about, but there are some things that people can be born with, like how we're talking about with height.
Yeah.
How about this? World's biggest nose.
No way, yo. Oh my
Pinocchio.
god. That's real, for real?
That's a real no.
Yo.
Oh God, for God,
Yo. Yo, that man's not coming to
And
the
he's
party
happy.
with me.
See, that
The
man is happy
longest
and content with that schnauzer, man.
He lied too much as a kid.
I mean, he may have to pay taxes to breathe, probably.
Yo,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, for real.
Oh God,
I
double
mean, when you
taxes.
stand next to him, you probably feel all short of breath and
Oh,
shit.
God.
Like, why my oxygen feel all light? Oh, forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Facts though, and it's like, man, like he probably has to live so many miles away from a
I would
trash
not. For those that do blow it, I bet you they get scared when he
Yo,
walk in the
oh
room.
God,
man.
it's like,
oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm so
Yo,
sorry.
yeah, you got two little lines. He did both of them. It's like they spread out. Like, goddamn,
man, you can hear like grr, grr, like a train coming in and shit. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh God,
Hey, yo.
forgive us, dude. You have an incredible schnauzer. It's beautiful.
So that basketball shot, it's not dude perfect. It's how ridiculousness.
They're dope too.
I just said ridiculousness. How ridiculous. And they're. I watched their videos a lot, and the tallest basketball shot is 660 feet off a dam in Sweden.
Facts, and they did it.
Jesus Christ.
Yo.
Wow. That's like that old Jordan and was it Larry Bird commercial or something, you know? Off the
yeah.
bank, off the this, that, nothing but net, you know?
I think it was a
Yeah.
McDonald's commercial.
Yeah, some shit like
I'm
that.
sorry. I just had to see if this is real or not.
Okay.
Now, what is it, Sha?
Let me just see if it's real.
Shy over here finding the weird stuff while we're finding all like the world's strongest, tallest. Shy's like, how about weirdest nose and the fattest head? Like,
you would think
No,
that.
this is
Lily.
not real.
So what was that record you said Bill held?
Oh, so the most shows played in Oxford, Mississippi in one day.
yes, I hold a record here in our city, Oxford, for the most performances in one day or within 24 hours. We performed 4 shows in 12 hours. Balance. We still hold the record. Come at us, local musicians or any regional musician in your area. Challenge that. 4 full shows, mind you.
In a city.
In a city, we did 4 2-hour shows. 2, 4, 6, 8. You know what I'm
And
saying?
there's an
So this
interview,
guy-
right?
Huh?
An interview, right, that you can check out.
Oh yeah. About the background of it, you look it up online.
So
yeah.
this guy has the world's biggest mouth, and it looks like he can fit a Coca-Cola bottle in there.
Look at dude with the biggest eyes. I remember him too. They
Yeah.
popped it out, and yeah, that's just like insane stuff.
Some things are kind of sad.
Yeah, like
I saw somebody with the most tattoos, and like top to body, just like black ink. That's all it looked like. You couldn't even tell the difference in the tattoos.
There's a dude
Like,
that's got the
why?
whole cheetah print, like all throughout his
Really?
body. But I want to say, have y'all ever seen the American Horror Story?
oh wow. Oh yeah. I've definitely seen that
So
series.
there's one that's like about freaks and geeks. And it's-
Yep, I've seen that, and they had some real ones on
That
there.
little lady.
Yeah.
She was in there.
She was in it. They had one of those obscure looking like, what they call them? With the head, funny kind of shaped head.
I like to think of his not Goosebumps, the Goonies.
Yeah, the Goonies like one. Like yeah, that's kind of one I'm thinking about. Yeah, kind of had that funny looking shaped head. But okay, so come on, let's
You gonna
see.
get
Let's think of
canceled
some
for that,
other
Bill.
crazy. Oh, Shy.
Biggest feet. Wait.
I was literally about to say, Shy, find biggest feet. Oh my God.
Yeah, y'all remember?
Ooh.
Oh man, that's Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh man, he make Shaquille would be like, no, you got some big ass feet, dude.
Y'all ever seen that Full House episode where like Stephanie, the middle child, like she's like worried about her shoe size and she can see these like humongous feet in Full House? That used to terrify me as a kid, bro. But that's
Oh, especially with girls. Girls always want little small feet.
right.
So I want to bring it to kind of something that, at least for me, the longest video game session. 135 hours.
What were they playing?
Black
Minecraft?
Ops 2.
Oh, okay, that's respectable.
They were playing
Wow.
yeah, I think they were playing multiplayer.
No shit, that's fucking crazy.
Okay, here's something to find for you as a gamer. Okay, so there's Call of Duty like gameplay things, right? Find the fastest, what's the fastest time run through a complete gameplay of the entire storyline of
Oh, they have that, but I don't know.
Call
what
of
it would
Duty.
So
See, like in our day, that'd have been the example of like who would have went
Contra.
through Mario or Contra the fastest. You know what I'm saying? Or some
So
shit.
when I was streaming a while ago, I did 2 not world records. I was just trying to see if I could do it the fastest, like casual playthrough. And so the 3 games I streamed were Modern Warfare, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 1, all in one sitting. And Modern Warfare 2 took me 3 hours. The world record is an hour and 15 minutes, I want to say. Black Ops 2 took me about 5 hours, where the world record is about 2 hours for that. And I don't remember what Black Ops 1 was, but, they got it for that.
You know what? We're sitting here talking about video games. What am I thinking?
World's fastest nuke. It's like
I literally
3
could
seconds.
call a video game world record holder, Daniel Pieria, or Pierre. I hope I'm not butchering your name, my guy. Saying Perea. It's Spanish and everything. But he did an interview with me a while back, and he actually did one of those things when he was in school where he shadowed me. Y'all know what I'm talking about? For a special.
If you can call it.
I was just thinking, but he holds a record for some video game thing. Oh, I'm about to call a world record holder live, ladies and gentlemen. I think he got this world record, maybe even overseas.
And while you're doing that shot, I think there was a couple that you mentioned earlier. What were those ones that you were looking up?
He has.
Oh, don't tell me it's
there
just
were a few
his.
different
Oh,
ones.
where's his phone number?
There's one I was just looking at, the world's tallest couple.
Biggest blowout score for Nintendo's Wii NBA Jam, Daniel Lee Piera.
Oh, yes,
That's him?
that's him.
No
Biggest
shit.
That's my
blowout
boy.
score. Yep.
I told y'all I know a record, world record holder, man. I wasn't playing, and I can get that very guy on the freaking horn, maybe.
You hit him. Shit.
I'm gonna call him. I can't. I don't have his real number. I'm gonna try to see if I can call him via Messenger.
He also, I think he also has the fastest time to knock out Mike Tyson's and Mike Tyson.
Oh my God, one of my favorite games of all time, Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh, speaking of boxing, did y'all hear about Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, he's
fighting?
gonna fight the other
Yeah.
Logan
Yo,
boy.
hey,
Or
hey,
Logan Paul.
hey, and I'm just gonna say this on the record. I'm pretty sure
Or
you
is
can
it
go
Paul?
back.
Paul's the last name.
Logan Paul, yeah.
I said this, and Bill was like, "Nah, I ain't gonna do it."
What's up? What's up?
Logan Paul's gonna fight Mayweather. You was like,
Oh
"Nah." You
yeah,
said, nah. I told
apparently
you.
it's
Yo,
gonna happen. But no, I said Jake now. Jake is the boy
but-
that knocked out.
But see, they brothers. They get them confused.
Oh, here he is, ladies and gentlemen.
World record
Hey
holder.
Daniel, I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry to put you on blast like this. How you doing, first, my guy?
I'm all right.
Okay, so here's what's going on. We're having a show right now on our podcast. Here's Scoob.
What's up, man?
There's Hunter. There's my sister. Okay, we're doing that Bridging the Gap show, as you know. We got Daniel. Daniel, please pronounce your last name for me so I don't butcher it.
Into the mic.
Perea.
Perea. Daniel Perea. Okay, our current Bridge the Gap show is about world records. My man just looked up your world record because I forgot which one it was. So we just literally looked it up in real time. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Daniel Perea. Oh, God, I just butchered it again. Perea, online right now. Oh, yeah, give him a hand.
Let's go.
World record holder for which game was that?
I found Mike Tyson's
Mike Tyson's Punch Out
and NBA Jam
and NBA Jam.
and another NBA
Shit,
game.
why don't we
And
let-
another NBA Jam. Okay, so Dan, you got anything you want to say about that? I'm gonna put you on the mic.
I like. Well, here's the thing. Here's really where that comes from. Is when I was a kid, you get like the books, like through school, you'd order books through the book club or whatever, and I always get the Guinness books. So I thought it was kind of neat. And
Oh my God, Scooby just said the exact same thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Keep going, keep going. This is beautiful, Dan. You're awesome as shit. But no, keep going with your story, my guy.
It'd be cool, like, to hold a world record, like break a world record, like that'd be awesome, but you're a kid, you don't know how to do that or whatever.
Right.
So, that documentary came out, The King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters.
Uh-huh.
And so I found out, like, there was this, third-party company that, they had this whole process for submitting and reviewing records. I'm like, I got to look up and see if there's a record I can break. One thing led to another, and that's what happened.
Man, and that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Oh my God, you are making me look so good right now. I'm like, man, I literally know a world record holder. I'm gonna see if I can get him on the horn. And first I went to my phone. I'm like, oh, it's just the email there. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hit him up on the messenger, man. I know if he's online, my guy's gonna answer because me and Daniel cool like that. Oh man, thank you so much, Daniel. And look, this episode, when is this one coming out?
Wednesday.
Okay, this episode's coming out this Wednesday, man. So I'm gonna share this link with you so you can be able to share it around and everything. Because now you are a part of this episode, y'all. Let's give Daniel an applause here.
Yeah, there you
Yes,
go.
let me
Okay.
see. Yeah, there's my sis again, waving to you there. Scoob there,
Yeah.
and my man Hunter there, the tech guy that's gonna get it all together. And so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, Daniel, man. But I just thought I'd brighten you up there, man. And hey, man, now you're a part of podcast history.
Hey, I'm part of history.
Indeed, man. Well, anything you want to say to anybody, the people out there before we let you go?
Yeah, man. I lived in the Oxford community for several years, and it's a great community, and I love it. I love the people. I love you guys.
Indeed,
Hey,
man.
yo,
We
also-
love you too, man.
Hey, tell them where they can get at you. You know what I'm saying? If you got anything to promote, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you do now, you know what I'm saying? Social medias if you want to. If not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's a good idea. If you got anything you want to mention on that tip, go ahead.
You know what? I contributed a tiny love story to a book that the New York Times it's coming out on the 8th, January 8th, which, well, it's tomorrow. By the time you watch this, it'll have been like yesterday.
Right.
Get that.
A book called Tiny Love Stories. I forget the subtitle, but go buy it.
Hey, man, fantastic, man. And our man Hunter, he's the tech guy. I'm sure if there's something that we can find or if you can share a link with me, man, we'll put it in our YouTube and everything for everybody to check out.
All right, man.
All right, man. But look, man, love you, Daniel, man. And I'll be talking to you soon, my guy.
All right. I look forward to it.
All right, indeed, man. Later, bro.
That was motherfucking
Now,
lit.
that's what I'm talking about.
great.
Put a world record holder on the phone, baby. That's how we do here at BTG, no doubt.
I do want to say Abigail holds a world record for most mic stands shoved up her.
Oh, my God. For the longest time for a mic stand to be shoved up your anus, it seems like that Abigail's going for that, and she's still going for it. How you feeling, Abigail? It hurt! Oh, I understand.
I think that record might be held by Riley Reid, though.
Oh, man. Reference Pornhub. All right, so how much we got going?
You can go ahead and start.
Winding
into
it?
the
All
end
right,
there.
all right. Well, anybody got any records that we haven't mentioned they want to throw in there real quick?
I just got maybe a rapid fire question.
Okay.
If there is a record, maybe there's not, that you as an artist or whatever would like to break, what would it be?
I'm not familiar with records right now. I have to be honest. Most sales, okay.
Y'all going for the most posted sales
I
ever.
like that.
Album sales.
What record would I like to break? But I know I probably wouldn't. This would never happen. This is all gonna just be fantasy. But if it's a parallel universe somewhere, I would love to be the world's fastest man. I would love to be Usain Bolt because I have this track. You remember Shai? I used to love running track. So, Usain is pretty much, I'm vicariously living through him, is like being able to run that fast. I would love to have that ability.
I want to have the first rap battle with an alien. I'm on his ass and win. I'm on his ass. Nah,
Well, how do you determine when, right? I mean, what if the Nebulonians come down here and on their side, there's 400 million voting against whatever.
I don't even have to win. I just want to be there. I'm going his ass.
That's not a wreck. That's more historical significance. Like you would go down in history, and they just only a record. Like there'll be statues of Scooby, the alien, right? You know what I'm saying? First alien human rap battle and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's make it happen. If you listen
Make
to
it happen, aliens. Y'all picking up this signal shit.
What?
My boy, come get at you.
Tune in and tap in. Get your ass whooped.
Scooby. Oh shit. What about you, Hunter?
I want to hold the most Michelin stars.
The most what now?
Michelin
I
stars.
don't know what that is at all.
Don't.
Explain yourself.
It's
Tell the truth.
it's you get a Michelin star for being a very good restaurant, essentially. Like that's a very basic explanation of it. The current-
Michelin star.
Let me look up an exact definition.
All I can think of is just like tires. Like, bro, I just
That's
want
the first thing I thought of. Like Michelin Man, like
y'all
I
want the
did-
24s.
the
the
most
Impala?
Michelin men. Like I didn't know I didn't know where it was coming
Yo,
from.
he got the spare tire, plus he got like 4 at the crib. No, 5 at the crib, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? He that rich. It's like, bro, I got 10 set of rims.
It's good. It's
Holla at
good,
me.
delicious.
Pull up to the cribs, it's hanging on the wall. They don't even peep that, but it's hanging up. Might have it in the studio. Got to get it paid to pull it out. You know what I'm saying?
He's doing. Oh man.
To get a 3-star Michelin star, the restaurant has to have exceptional cuisine and is worth a special trip just to visit rather than being a stop on a way to a destination. So basically, got to be the most well-known restaurant in your city.
So who has that? Is that a record being held?
Adam Driver, he holds 17. Or Ducasi.
I was gonna say Adam Driver, the actor. Shit, Kylo Ren.
He holds 17, and you can get a 1-star restaurant, a 2-star restaurant, or a 3-star restaurant. But he holds 17 right now.
All right, and what's your weird record reference?
Oh, well, actually, there are 25 sports records that are impossible to break. Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hit streak. Wilt Chamberlain scores 100 points in a single game.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne Gretzky, Carl Ripken. There's a lot of them. 25.
The 100 points in one game is definitely going to be hard to break in the modern NBA era.
50 hits in a game, I think that could be broken.
You think there? Well, I mean,
I don't think Derek Jeter broke it, but I feel like he was probably close. But
well, it depends on how. I mean, seasons.
But 50 in a row, you
innings,
can get that though.
The innings and stuff and the way they're played out.
All you gotta do is get a hit. So that's saying like the most person to have a 52 consecutive.
Why would that be impossible to break?
Yeah,
from what they're saying.
Impossible.
Yeah, how is that impossible? You're baseball guys.
There's no way that's impossible. I think.
Well, it hasn't been broken though.
It might not have been broken. Did I say it's an easy record to break? No, but I feel like whoever arguably in our generation, and I say our generation, I say like more like my little brother's generation, they gonna get like 70
But consider
hits
this:
in a row.
athleticism is so much better now. I think that's why they talk about the impossibility. Like when Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points, that's a whole different NBA than the kind of NBA. Jordan, the greatest player ever, only got 60 some odd. That was like, oh my God. And that was Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
I'll say this.
I mean, we probably.
I'll say this on record, and this is the first time, like, as a rapper that I'll ever say this. Like, you know how, like, UGK, fucking Master P playing in the NBA?
Yeah.
Scooby the Kid gonna play in the MLB.
Okay.
And that's already, like, since I was a kid.
And you're going to beat that record?
I'm just saying that I feel like that's feasible. And that's something
Y'all
you
heard it
shoot
here.
for.
Shicey, he said he's going to beat that record, Joe DiMaggio's record. What do you
I
have
that's
faith in Scooby?
he with the Yankees though. I fuck
You have
with
to
Joe
believe in him,
DiMaggio.
Shy. Believe
DiMaggio.
in him. He loves the Yankees,
I
though.
just gotta say, watching him play baseball as a kid, though.
You don't believe that's going to happen?
Yo, I got the heart though. I really do.
Here's one that you probably could beat. What's his name? Cal Ripken?
Most games,
most games played.
I'm not gonna play that many years. I'm gonna play like 5, 7, and be done. I'm like
but
MJ.
you can be consistent. That'd be a good record to break.
But I'm rapping though. Too.
Okay, so you rapping. So you live in a
Because
duo life.
like when I go
That's
play
true.
baseball,
You live in a duo life, Shy. You got to remember that.
Well, when I go play baseball, they gonna catch this. I'm gonna pull a hove, right? I'm gonna be like, y'all retired. I ain't really retired.
Okay, so it ain't gonna be about. Okay, so we got to think about a record that you could beat. What about
first rapper to ever play in the
Do you
MLB.
got power in your home runs?
No.
Oh, because I was gonna say maybe the furthest home run hit.
Most consistent, best on base percentage.
I was gonna say
Least errors in a game.
That too.
That's possible. Least errors in a game.
I don't even know what I play.
best
best
outs as a catcher. Most outs as a catcher.
No.
Oh, you're a catcher, right? Yeah. So what? The most outs in a game by a catcher?
Well, maybe
That's a possibility. Is it Campanella that or somebody like that holds that record?
The most throwing outs or whatever.
Here's another one. Barry Bonds, 73 home runs in a single season.
Oh yeah,
That's
but see,
arguable though.
That's an asterisk because he was caught juicing steroids. So.
But still though,
But now look up Hank Aaron's and I forgot what Hank Aaron's was.
If we want to get into that though, it's like it
We
was a lot of
completely have went to
pitchers.
sports, y'all. Sorry, only sports records right now apparently.
It was a lot of pitchers that was probably doing the same shit Barry Bonds was doing, but just didn't get caught because Barry Bonds was the truth. Hey, I'm just keeping it how I feel.
Okay, how you feel, but
I don't
now
know that for a
consider
fact.
this: y'all love baseball.
I love baseball. I hope they wasn't.
Okay, not even so much hope. Did you not perhaps even they drug test those guys observing the game? How many guys do you, for everyone that was caught, there were so many that were clean.
So it's like it's like a urban legend in baseball why they started sliding head first. Because cocaine in their back pocket. That's the urban legend.
So they party. That's
party,
one
they
thing.
lit.
Cocaine doesn't enhance your game, though. Steroids could enhance your game, or performance enhancement drugs could make you look like Barry Bonds.
I'll cut
You remember
back.
how skinny Barry Bonds used to look?
I don't
And
know
all
that.
of a sudden, he's looking like freaking
I
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I heard him on the steroids when it was like, okay, I'm playing the MLB big games and Barry Bonds is the shit. Now you're on steroids and it's like, well, goddamn. Like,
It
that's how I
sucks
feel
to know
about
that
it.
because I followed that during that time when he broke those records, and to show you how disappointing it was when that came out. Hank Aaron himself, I think, didn't even show up. And that was before it was really found out, but he questioned it. You know what I'm
Aaron
saying?
even got the record because it's like it's
Hank
really
Aaron
making
has the record, bro.
No, because there's
Slow
more
down.
games.
Slow down.
There's
He's
more
got
games.
the record
You ever seen
stuff.
61?
Yeah, with Rick Maris and shit. I know about
Yeah.
that, but I'm talking about overall, cumulative. You're
True.
talking about one
in
game.
the record books and the
You know
Guinness
what I'm
World Record books.
saying?
Hank Aaron got it. He the truth.
Give it, and just like with the argument between them two, like Babe Ruth had more home runs in a shorter amount of time, and all this kind of stuff.
That's why there's the asterisk.
But see,
line.
okay, but then what about is it an asterisk with Mark McGuire who beat Rick Maris, right?
Yeah, but it was
He got 60.
61?
Yes, he got 61 beating Rick Maris at 60 or whatever.
But he ain't beat it in the
Oh,
time.
see
Babe
that,
Ruth did.
but.
Hey, yo, this is maybe a topic for.
If you have to say a but, there's an asterisk.
Exactly.
You can't say a but to a record unless there's an asterisk. Carl Lewis was the fastest guy during our time. A guy named Ben Johnson from Canada beat him. Found out later that he was juicing. His time was eradicated from the records. At the time, it was the fastest record on fastest man. But then they found out he was juicing. It was a wrap.
We getting older and better. It's like you're saying, like the people that was beating them over the heads with the rocks is better with the guys with the guns in war. You know what I'm saying? Who goes in the Guinness Book of World Records? Maybe we need multiple ones for different eras.
Well, see, the thing is, today records are so there's a lot of different types of records. Like, you can have a record for a collection. There's people that have, like, the most memorabilia from a movie, and shit like that, Yeah, there's a guy that actually has the most McDonald's memorabilia. McDonald's, and
Like
shit
what?
like that. Just started
Grandma.
collecting shit, the most stamps of certain kinds, the most... I saw this not too long ago. The most words typed on an old school typewriter.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
Not the keyboards of today. The old school typewriter. Ching,
No errors.
Yeah,
Like
and you have to
backwards.
do all that manual shit and fucking I don't know whatever ungodly amount of words it was. It was a whole bunch of words, and but stuff like that. That if you discipline yourself. Now the kicker with that is what he wrote. It took him it was an ungodly amount of time, like to be typing this, whatever he was typing. I don't know, few years.
To get that fast.
And typing all those words. Now, not in one setting, obviously, but when he was all done and he submitted it, it was the most words typed up for something, like, more than a book that has a lot of words or whatever. And it was just a whole bunch of fucking words, you know what I mean? It was even nonsensical, obviously, at certain points and redundant and so on. Just like the best memory. There's people out there that have memorized fucking Encyclopedia Britannicas. You know what I mean? And maybe miss it by a word or a page or something. But it's like, yeah, but goddamn, this motherfucker goes, or dictionaries going alphabetically in order. And you got people that damn near can go all the way to the end of a fucking dictionary and tell you everything that was said with every word. They'll tell you, such and such, noun, blah, 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 blah. And if it has a version of how it was used in a sentence in the definition, they'll say that. Move on to the next word. However the dictionary is worded out, they've had people display that kind of thing. Now, here's the kicker. With these kind of people that do that, they use all of their mental capacity for that. So they can't, keep simple shit like a phone number. They forget to go to work.
Iceland couldn't
And
tie his shoes.
little shit. You know what I'm saying? That the average person take advantage of, but they store all that as a way of compensating, and so they forget little tasks.
Maybe in a part 2, because I know we kind of wrapping up.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up, I guess.
Greatest of all time, and we can have that conversation of just not world records, but just
who's the greatest of whatever thing,
and why,
why would that constitute that? I think that's a good conversation to have.
Because I was thinking of part 2, but I think it would be better if we we went into the GOAT conversation.
Well, because GOAT translates into a lot of things, and we'll get into that in terms of not just only say how good they were, but the influence.
Exactly.
Because there's a difference, say in music, there's a difference on if a person was just very influential, but not necessarily the best at what they did.
Exactly.
Exactly, and then
yeah.
vice versa, people that were just really good at what they did, And like in the music world, they're known as the musician's musician.
Exactly.
Like a musician
Rapper's rapper.
the rapper's rapper. They're really good at their craft, but only them in the inside, the
Exactly.
aficionados
They the
know.
goats.
And they keep it suppressed because it's like, yeah, that motherfucker better than me. I don't want nobody to know
tell nobody,
this
yeah.
motherfucker exists, but he influences the fuck out of me. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Real
On the DL, but we'll get into that another time.
I feel like that'd be a great one, the goats.
Anybody got anything else to say for?
I guess we, you know what I'm saying, get into that, you know what I'm saying, if y'all want to get it more into that and also get more in tune and tapped into why we are the GOAT podcast. Scooby the Kid 252, Chef Mac 1523, Oh So Shy 11, Bill _ Perry and at Bridge the Gap 77. Get tuned
Indeed.
in.
It has been Bridge of the Gap World Records. Peace. Good night.
What is up, Bridge the Gap people? 'Tis I, Chef Mac 1523. And, well, I just kind of want to explain a few things at the end of this very interesting episode, because if I'm remembering correctly, this is World Records, where we actually got a world record holder on. But now I'm gonna flip the camera and show my screen. So if you like us on Facebook, and if you don't, what are you doing? You can see this, our very first sponsor. So Cherry Blossoms Galore on Etsy, Cherry Blossom Design on Facebook. The links will both be in the description of this video. Make pocket pillows, they make tissue holders, elf clothes. You know, it's Christmas, you know, so this is perfect time to get a gift for somebody. They make kitchen towels and all sorts of other stuff. This is a local person from Oxford, Mississippi, the place that the Bridge the Gap, hold on, I'm trying to find a spot, the Bridge the Gap show takes place. You can also get custom design pillows, as we did. You know, luckily she made this for us as being a sponsor. Her name is Sherry Watkins. You can message her on Facebook through the Cherry Blossom Design page, or I believe you can message her through Etsy. And, you know, it's $35 a pillow, and you can use code BRIDGETHEGAP, all caps, to get $5 off an order of 2 pillows or more. I think the prices are showing in a weird thing. Hold on. So, yeah, the pocket pillows are $45, so an order of $90 or more of anything off the store, you can get $5 off. Use code Bridge the Gap. For some reason right now it is showing up in as Hong Kong dollars. So yeah, thank you all for watching this far through the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ding dong that notification bell so that you can get notified every time we upload a podcast. And get ready, because we're about to have a lot more. And go over to Cherry Blossom Design Facebook page and send them love and buy a few pillows. You know, they are, you know, they help Bridge the Gap out more than just being a sponsor too. They're a very awesome company to be working with, and they do a lot for Bridge the Gap. So go send them some love. Bye. See, you thought I was done. I just wanted to say I got a new desk back there, and it is dope. Just kind of wanted to throw that out there into the BTG episode. I figured I think I said that I would throw something in at the end, so it's still a mess because you know, I had to move a bunch of stuff. I used to have a futon, now I got these 2 chairs, but I did say I would throw something in, so I figured I'd go ahead and do that right now while I'm about to start editing and watching some TV. So, enjoy.